aka Lady D. Y'all gotta excuse me. I got a lot going on. Um, Trying to get ready for my vacation, and I just had to stop on in. I I'm just not complete unless I can touch bases with each and every one of you. How you guys doing? This is Thursday evening. It's been such a busy day from start to finish. I'm still doing stuff. It's so exciting and it's something to be very, very thankful for when you can do your vacations and get away and woosah and everything. But it takes a lot of focus and it takes a lot of stress at times just trying to get all your little things in order, not to forget anything. Of course, sometimes we take a little bit more than we need to, but I always say it's better to have more than not enough. And I would just want to share. I remember one time I was going on a cruise and my luggage was over 50 pounds. I think it was 52 pounds. And they really stressed me out at the check in. They had me move to the side, take something out, which was just a little bag I had, take a bag out of the luggage, put it in the carry on, and then I was able to go through. So I'm just hoping that I don't have those issues with the luggage this time. But yeah, it's an 8 day cruise. I'm really really excited. Um, I'll be in Haiti and Aruba and quite a few other places. And I am the DR and all that. I am just really thankful and blessed to be able to embark upon getting away at times and really seeing other parts of the world and connecting and interacting with those who you've never met before and some that you haven't seen in a while and all that stuff. It's just, we have to be thankful. Sometimes we just take for granted that certain things could happen and will happen, but no, it's not true. And I must say, I had to go and do a COVID test today to be able to travel. And it's interesting that you do get this nerve thing about doing that because you could be and came up against something and don't even know it, and it's like they swabbing your nose, and you sitting there like, oh my God, I just hope I'm okay, and it's nerve wracking, but and the money that folks is making at these places to go get your tests rapidly fast is just ridiculous. But you know everybody's out to do what they got to do, make what they got to make, and it is what it is. So anyway, I just wanted to touch. I'm going to be trying to um tip in and out as I can because I should be able to have my Wi-Fi together and all that stuff where I can at least touch bases with you guys with a live or with some type of video letting you know, a short or something letting you know, hey, I'm alive, I'm still okay, but and I'm having a ball, so I'm gonna be doing that. I may not be able to do my afternoon thoughts as often as I would like, but I'm going to try to still be connected the best way that I can. So I just wanted to touch this evening about us being thankful for just about everything that you embark upon, everything that you're able to do, um, everyone that you're able to, connect and contact with, and just reach out. I was talking to a friend about another friend of mine that I have not been in touch with in quite some time, which is really heart wrenching. But I got much love for her. I got much love for her family. They're like my family. I've been knowing this person before I even had children, and my children are grown. And I do miss her. I do think about her, and I have no inkling of an idea of why we fell off. But it's just a shame. You've been uh, sisters with one another for 30 plus years, and it's like, what happened? But life is short, but life goes on, and I just want her to know I love her. You know who you are. So anyway, yeah, so we have to be thankful, and a lot of times we are just, it's easy to just take for granted, like when you go on these cruises or vacation trips, and some people just take for granted that, hey, I'm able to do that, or hey, yeah, I'm able. But you just can't, you can't take that for granted. There's so many people, and when you walk amongst the people in the airports and stuff like that, you see some who are having a difficult time getting around. They may have to get their not elevator, their wheelchairs, and have that type of assistance because their limbs and stuff is not operating in the way that it should, or they're not feeling well, and they need assistance. So to be able to just get up and drag your bags until you can get help, or you know um, get on a plane and go somewhere and just woosah and see something different is truly, truly, truly a blessing. And I'm gonna tell you guys, when I was trying to set up a few excursions, and also looking at different packages that these cruise boats have when you're on there, if you want to do your drinking, if you want to do this, that. And it's amazing how expensive things are. And, you want to have a good time. You want to be able to, effectively utilize your spending in a way that's saving you money, um, especially on cruises and things, because I know I'm usually pretty thrifty, but you can get caught up in wanting the exotic drinks, to have your poolside drinks, to have your dinner drinks, to have your specialty drinks, to have your, evening out in the club drinks. I mean, all kinds of stuff. You you sit up and you are dealing with having these things, but at the same time, you know you're trying to be cost friendly and thrifty because everything is so dang gone expensive, but you want to just enjoy yourself. So I just want to tell you guys, count your blessings, be able to um just appreciate, and there's some who travel without their partners and their mates and stuff like that. And that's okay when you have to do that. But when you can do some things together, that's the bomb. That's the best. It's something that is uniquely stored in that memory bank that nobody can touch or replace when you are able to, look at the sunset together and wake up in the morning and breathe fresh air from somewhere else, and, just do spontaneous romantic things that you don't have a chance to do at home. It is breathtaking, and it's something that's very, very, very special. So if you have someone uniquely special in your life that you can share and do those things with, please do it. You know, don't. I mean, and I've heard people say, "Oh well, I don't fly. I don't like airplanes. I don't do that. I'm not going. She can go or he can go." But sometimes we have to be flexible and do things that we normally just wouldn't do, just to appease and to be supportive to our mate who we know who loves to do those things. So you have to keep that in the forefront as well, and not always say what you're not going to do and what you don't want to do. And my hat's off to those who just had anniversaries and things like that. I think it's awesome. I think it's so special. It's a blessing when you've been together. I don't care if it's 1 year, two, three, four, and to the newlyweds out there. Um, you know, man, I just want to say congratulations to you in your new embarkment, starting, your lives together and things of that nature. Be thankful and count your blessings for that. We are um, truly blessed when we find someone that we can connect with and that we love unconditionally. There is no words that can express that type of love and appreciation, understanding, commitment. There's just nothing more awesome than that. So do appreciate it, and also be mindful that, you know, I've said this before many a times. There's people that you haven't reached out and touched bases with in quite a while, that you do care about, that you oftentimes think about. And it's always good to reach out. You never, never, ever know what one is going through. You never know what their trials and tribulations are. You never know the battles that they're embarking upon. You have got to touch out, even if it's a text message or text is okay when you just have to go there. They're a little, you know, you don't want to have that be your main focus of communication and reaching out to one another in that way only. You have got to hear their voice. You have got to, hear their tone. You have got to reach out. And so that's what we have to be more mindful to do. And also just be thankful that you do have special folks in your life. Excuse me, you guys. I want to share this too. I had a headache earlier today, and I realized that because one of my special water bottles that I usually drink out of that keeps my stuff cold and all of that, I I didn't have it. Well, I left it at work. So I had kind of didn't have my carry my thing around to drink, and I started getting this headache, and I kept saying, "Why do I have this headache today? What's going on? Why am I?" And I took my little Tylenol, and I still had this headache. And while I was out doing my last minute little things today that I had to do, I decided to get me something to drink, some water, and then I also had a refresher from Starbucks, and then I had some water. And instantly, when I tell you instantly, when I took a sip or two or three, the headache went away. Absolutely went away. So you have got to remember that drinking water is very important. I could have been probably dehydrated, kind of, sort of getting there because I've gotten so used to drinking my fluids on a regular basis now. And I tell you, this time last year, I was dealing with dehydration issues big time. And it was real scary. When you don't drink enough fluids, it's all kinds of things that start happening. You get bowel issues, you get your things are not flowing and operating right in your system. You get the headaches, you get stuff that happen that let you know that you need to you need to drink some fluids. So keep that in mind. If you're traveling and going somewhere, I don't do well with water, out of the country, I just can't drink water during traveling and stuff. So what I do is I always end up getting the bottled water. They don't always have the best bottled water, but I get bottled water, and that helps deal with you being able to keep those fluids in you, because you have to remember the humidity and the whole different climate. Everything is different when you leave from what your body, mind, and soul is accustomed to, which is at home. You are, in the midst of somewhere else that's just totally foreign. And a lot of times your body will react in a way that is not too warm and fuzzy. Your eyes may start to dry out, allergies start kicking in. You also may deal with roughness of your skin from the water, because water, even bathing, the water is harder on your skin. So you want to make sure you have some good moisturizer to put on your skin when you are traveling and using other waters, because it man, and then the bugs, you got to have your sunscreen. I mean, I don't care, everywhere I go I get bit up. They like sweetness. I guess I'm just a sweetie because they tear me up. I don't care what I rub on me. I come back with all these different mosquito thingies, bites on me. But just try to do what you can to keep yourself cool when you are traveling. And also, I just wanted to touch on, we need to be more we need to be more thankful. If you are in a relationship with someone and they effectively communicate with you, they are open to communication with you, they talk about everything that's on their mind and what they're dealing with you openly, and you don't have to squeeze it out of them. Those relationships where you with people and you gotta, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? You want to talk? No, no, I don't want to talk. I'm cool. Well, you ain't gonna tell me what? Well, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It gives me a headache thinking about it, because it's nothing worse than being in something and you can't communicate your feelings. You can't come out and say things, even if it kind of hurt their feelings. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So you have to find a way to say things in a way that can be, I would say, effective, but not something to tear or break someone down. You're not trying to tear and break them down to make them feel like this. You're trying to communicate things to help build one another up, to help build your relationship and your union up, you know. And sometimes that's hard when you're dealing with one that's closed off. Some people have um, a certain temperament where they're so spoiled and locked into their own zone that they don't even want to talk about anything unless they want to talk about it. Oh, come on, let's talk about it. Come on, let's deal with it. What's wrong? Tell me what. And they, well, I don't want to talk about it right now. Oh, I'm good. I don't want to talk about it. And then they turn around. Let me see. That might have been about 6 o'clock in the evening, and then they turn around at midnight. You want to talk now? No, you don't want to talk. So now you both just don't talk. And what happens? That situation roots, and before you know it, a big old palm tree sprouts out, or a big old tree with bristles and thorns and all this stuff that'll poke and hurt you starts to root. So you have got to talk. I mean, my hat's off. Be thankful to that. Some I've had this person tell me one time, my mate talk too much. Every time I turn around, they just talk, 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 talk. Get on my nerves. They need to shut up sometime. They need to be quiet. Really? No, it's no such thing. Sometimes I must say, depending on how heated the situation is or what's going on, sometimes you may want to not talk about it until things have kind of cooled down a little bit, but never totally dismiss it. Never totally say, I'm not going to talk about it, forget it, I don't want to deal with this. Boom, bam. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're hurting not only your relationship, but you're hurting yourself. You're hurting the person that you are with in a way that could definitely put a bridge between the two of you and cause this separation and this gap where you find that, some will start to reach out to others for communication. Before you know it, they're talking to whomever about how they feel about whatever. And that person is receptive and listening because that person is trying to get in good and get the good. So they're more receptive to listening than the person that you are with. And therefore, it causes a lot of issues. And before you know it, um, you're just, you're done. All done. All done. Goodbye. Bye bye. And, and a lot of times, you ever heard of a person who they say, I broke up with such and such, and because it be something real little. You be like, what? I broke up with them because they wouldn't put their shoes on the balcony because they feet stank. And I kept telling them put their foot on their shoes on the balcony, and they just wouldn't do it, and it just kept stinking up the living room. And I told them I don't want to, and we got the fussing and we broke up. But I love them though. It just don't make no sense. You got to have some kind of compromise with stuff. If you got stinky feet, okay, get help for that. And then if your shoes is left where everybody can smell the fumigation, even you, come on now. You gotta be open to doing something better. Move the shoes. Put them on the balcony. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. They probably need a little airing out anyway. You probably just need to be washed. Um, like tied and something. And then, then they got like this foot powder. So anyway, I'm just saying, it's always something that you can do to help make something better. You don't have to fuss and fight and break up over dumb stuff. Because then sometimes you break up, you don't get back together. And then you sitting up feeling like a fool because it's like we done been through all kinds of stuff, and I done sat here and broke up over some doggone stanky shoes. But I took them back last year when they cheated on me. I mean I didn't break up with them when they cheated on me. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't break up with them when they gambled away, like my rent money. I just kind of told them off and stayed with them, and we didn't break up. But their shoes was stinking, and they didn't put them on the balcony, and I broke up with them. Really? So that's why you have to be able to talk about things. You have to be able to work things out. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to have your blessings and accept your blessings when you have one that is receptive to communication with you, that is open to it, that is not running away from it, and that type of thing. And just be thankful for all the things that you're able to do, places you're able to go, people you're able to connect with. Do you ever sit back and think about um, all the different connections and friendships I mean, real friendships, and or maybe relationships you've had? Because it's always that one that you let get away, sometimes two, but you always let that one get away, right? So you think about all those good little connections and relationships you had, and now you've been blessed again with somebody that is truly ace. Okay, that is a blessing. Be thankful. Do you know how many people are out here looking for love? They are actually looking for love, and some have been looking for a very long time. They have. Now, I'm not saying, just stay in anything that's not right. Because some things, people swear up and down they in love. Oh, they love me. Yeah, I know. They love me. I love them too. We love each other. And their eyes all big and black, or, he missing a tooth or something, or he got a gash in the back of his head because she hit him with something and got mad at him and all that. No, that's not. I don't care what they telling you, but that ain't no love. Anybody that's laying hands like that and doing some abusive stuff to you, or even when it's not physical, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, all that kind of stuff, even silent treatment abuses. I heard that from a professional that um, when someone gives you the silent treatment, that's abuse as well. And I never would have thought of that. I never would have thought that. I just figured they just don't want to talk. They just shutting up. and they just ain't communicating, and it's all bad. I never thought that that was a form of abuse, but it is. So if you got that silent treatment and all that, yeah, that's, and you have to, I think people forget when you come from a situation where you have those type of things, and then you get with somebody that do it totally different. It ain't no, verbal abuse going on. Ain't no physical abuse. Ain't no emotional abuse. It ain't no kind of abuse. Ain't no silent treatments. They always want to talk. They always are considerate about your feelings and what you want to do and where you want to go and how you want to get there and all that. They're always there. They're always reaching out to you, a phone call away, a text away, a walk away, or whatever away. They always there. They always letting you know they there. You know, you can just have a sound in your voice. Babe, what's wrong? You good? You don't sound right. They're in tune with you. They don't wait 3, 4 weeks before they give you a call and check on you. Cause you on their mind regularly. So they want to check on you regularly. It's just automatic. It's just automatic. So we have got to be thankful when we have that. And I want you guys to hold on to the thankfulness and those thoughts. And hopefully, some of the things I've said this evening will touch you. I am going to try. I'm not leaving until early tomorrow evening. So I'm going to try to reach out and touch again before I take off and just kind of touch bases and share some vibrant energy and stuff with you guys. And as far as my show on Sunday, I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to be able to do the show Sunday. I'm going to try because I will be settled in and my room and all that, and once my Wi-Fi is hooked up and working right, I should be able to still. I just got to get the time right. I think I'm going to be like 3 hours ahead, so I gotta be mindful of that. And but I know the Sunday after that, the 24th, I will not be having the grown folk show on Sunday. I may try something on Monday because I will be actually flying back home on Sunday night, so I won't be able to do the show. But look for me Sunday. Look for me tomorrow. I'll be touching bases with you guys, and I'll be in touch during my time away. 8 days, yes. So I gotta just say hi and let y'all know you on my thoughts, okay? You in there, you in there. You guys have a great evening. This is Donna Smith, and the hot topic of this evening was be thankful. Be thankful, y'all, for everything and everybody that means well. All right, love you. Bye.